All right, fellas, I'm out here in the garage this morning, and boy, I'll tell you what, spring is kicking in pretty quick here, and I think I'm gonna have to cut grass next week. That grass is just starting to really grow out there pretty quick. I haven't done a video on this 37 Ford monster truck I've been working on, and I thought it was time for an update on this sucker. I haven't got a whole lot done, fellas, but yesterday I did shoot the chassis, and I shot it with that Krylon paint, that Shortcuts paint, Tangerine. I got that over at Hobby Lobby. I got that last year, and it was sitting on my shelf, and it was almost a full can, and I didn't know why I hadn't used it. And I know why after I shot this. Well, that paint, I tell you, those, especially that spray tip on there, that paint just gets all over your finger, and it takes a lot of that paint to cover. It wants to kind of bleed off on the edges and everything, so you got to let it dry out really good and spray it. I had to put about 4 or 5 coats on here just to get it to cover. But anyway, I started on yesterday, got that paint, and then this morning I started painting the drive shafts and everything underneath, and I think I'm going to end up painting these leaf springs a color. I'm not sure, but I think I'll paint those, and then that'll be about it. And then of course all the shocks are going to go on here, and let's see, I painted these shocks. That's to me is light gunmetal, and then I chromed out the shaft on them, and then hit the bolt heads with a Sharpie, black Sharpie there, and those look pretty good against that orange, I think. So that's what that's going to be, basically the orange. I want this to kind of look like the monster truck I built last year. I built I used that Hot Wheels monster truck chassis, and then I put a 66 Chevy body on it, and it turned out pretty cool. So, and I painted it a gunmetal, and that's what I'm gonna paint this gunmetal. And then it's kind of like the little brother to that other one. This chassis is from the old AMT kit, that Silverado monster truck. And of course the body is the new release of that Revell's 37 Ford pickup. And I got me a roll bar. I put together a roll bar. Actually, this roll bar here, that light bar, it came in the kit, this Silverado kit. And then I made I had to extend it all and make it fit this bed and everything. But I think I'm gonna go with that matte black. It's painted to me as matte black. And I've got the push bar for up front. I think I'm going to go ahead and use that. I've got it matte black as well, and I think I'll shoot some clear over both of those to kind of make them stand out a little bit. But I'm getting there. Drive shafts have been painted this morning. I'm going to paint those leaf springs. I'm not sure what color I'm going to paint those, but they're going to get hit. Here's the wheels, tires. I painted the outer part of that wheel a light gunmetal, and then the inner section is chrome. That's the way it came in the kit. And I hit all the bolt heads in there with a black Sharpie, so they stand out pretty good. That turned out pretty good. I like those. That's going to look good against there, I think. Yep. And there's that light gunmetal I use. That's a TS42 Tamiya paint. That stuff's pretty good. Now, the chrome that I used on all these shocks, I'll show you here. I got the whole tree right here. There they are, all painted, but you see the chrome on the shocks here. That's all done. I've got some old Model Masters paint. It's called chrome that I used on that. And that stuff looks pretty good, but this stuff, you got to be careful with this on your paintbrush. You get too much on there and lay it down, and boy, I tell you what, it likes to bleed and run really good. So you got to be careful with that stuff. And of course, I've got the engine. It's been done for a while. Just sitting there waiting to go up in the business end of this sucker right here. Now, you know, I had a thought on this hood that I might maybe on the underside split it right here and split it right there and fold it back like the hoods did back in the day, and just have that hood open up here for display to show the engine. I'm thinking I might do that, but it's not in stone yet though, but just thought I might do that, just something different. All right, I think that's about it. I just wanted to give a little update on where I'm at on this 37 Ford monster truck. I've still got to, I've got the, let me show you guys here. This hoist, this winch, it actually came in the kit, and it was actually mounted on the underside. This has all been modified, but it was actually mounted from the underneath, and I cut it off of there, and then I added these legs to the bottom of it. And I think I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby and try and find a small silver necklace and see if that chain will work, if I can wrap that around and put a hook on it and let that hook kind of hang down from the front. I think that might look all right. Just little added goodies to the chassis. Well, fellas, I think that's gonna about wrap this up. I just wanted to give an update on the 37 Ford monster truck and where I was at on this sucker. So, all right, I'm done.